All right, you got to see this. So if you go to the Drudge Report, because right now the computer's not wanting to load up these pictures. If you go to the Drudge Report today, history repeating December 19th, 1998. Trump's impeachment and how it compares to the trial of Bill Clinton. So, so what's the same? What is this? What's the same as Bill Clinton's, as Trump's? I don't know. Maybe that Jupiter Saturn conjunction in 2020. See, here's me using the same thing 2 years ago. Trump impeachment October surprise. Because here's a video from 2 years ago, me using the same Saturn and Jupiter conjunction that called Bill Clinton's. Because remember here, and I've shown this a bunch of times already, December 19th, 1998, okay? I've shown you that video, or that web page I found from like 96. Old web page where there was that astrologer that called that something was going to happen to Bill Clinton before the dude was even elected again in 96. And then he had the impeachment a couple years later using the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. So here we are, people. History repeating. Yeah, no shit. 2 years ago, saw this coming, using the same Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. I don't understand how people aren't catching on to this shit. And also, 2000 was the dot-com tech bubble pop and stock market crash. So I think we're in for some crazy financial stuff next year. I still don't think the crash is going to happen until the lights go out. But we're still going to get screwed because I think the devalue, the reset's coming real soon, as in January, like I've been saying, which, let's look at this. U.S. and China aim to sign Phase 1 deal in January. So like I've been telling you, has it not been documented since what, April? I've been telling you all year, it's not going to happen, people. We're not going to get a trade deal this year. Even though this guy's been saying for like 2 years, every week for 2 years, yeah, it is. It's coming real soon. It's coming real soon. I've been telling you all year that it's not coming until January, right? That's what I've been telling you. Is that not right? U.S. and China aim to sign Phase 1 deal in January. But here's the real funny thing about that. This dude said the signing would be in Washington at the ministerial level and would not involve Trump and Xi Jinping. So you've been working for over 2 years for this deal. Now you're going to sign it in the middle of January, I think it even says, later on, or somewhere I read. Right around the conjunction time. But you guys don't want to sign it together. So it may not even happen, period. I don't know. But so here we go. Is it going to be the currency devalue? Is it going to be some kind of crazy reset? I don't know. Maybe it'll be someone getting hurt and killed, like an assassination, like I said in that last video. But it's pretty wild that I think I've been telling you since April that I've had this feeling that we weren't going to get this trade deal, and when we do, it's going to be around in January, around that Saturn-Pluto conjunction. And then I thought it might involve the devalue or the reset. Well, look here. 2 of those 3 have been correct. We're not getting it until January. And it was not in last year. So whenever they do this, if they do this, because like I said, that's weird. You've been touting, both of y'all, China and us, have been saying, oh, this is such a great deal. Well, now how come you guys aren't going to sign it together then? And the whole thing's bogus bullshit anyway. The numbers don't even add up in it. But, so, real weird. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this has anything to do with any kind of reset devalue if it takes place. So I've been telling the truth all year. More than this guy, but certainly more than this guy. It's documented. I could find you a quote, a tweet from that guy every week since the beginning of this year saying it's coming close, it's coming close, it's coming close, it's right around the corner. Right now, it's done, it's coming close, it's done. Oh, they want a deal. Oh, we want a deal. Oh, they want a deal. And all year I've said, no, 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 not till January. That's just fact. And here is something that's just mind blowing. November 15th, 2019, as in last month, the Dow added 223 points, 322, to pass 28,000 for the first time. So here we are in that code, people. Because that I've shown you a bunch of times, not going to do it again. How whatever it's going to be in this, it's going to be in this number. On the 311 that happened, it was here, which wasn't here. I pointed that shit out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my last video. The number was here, which was weird enough, but as I even titled that video, maybe just a coincidence, and I told you how hard this is. This is how hard they screw with you sometimes. So my own code, whereas the number needs to pop up here, I saw it here. So this number, when something big happens, it's going to be right here the day before. Just like 9/11, just like the Brexit, just like the biggest crash. Sorry, I almost had it and I thought I lost it for a second. Or just like the biggest stock market crash of all time, the 1,175 points last year in 2018. It was in the numbers before it was that was on a Monday that crash happened. On the Friday closing, it was in the numbers that was going to happen that following Monday. And so here we are because I've been saying it'll be in that number. Whenever they do this reset or whatever, it's going to be in this number, but it has to add up to 1. So I've been thinking, well, this shit's going to have to go to 28, or it's going to have to sell down to 19,000, or it's going to have to sell all the way down to 10, which I didn't see that happening. But I didn't think it would fall all the way down to 19 either, because 19's 1 plus 9 is 10, and 1 plus 0 is 1. Because this number has to be a 1. For it to be 1, it's going to have to be like 112 or 111, because that's the weekend of the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. And maybe or maybe not this won't happen. What I'm saying right now is a market watch, because for the first time ever, all of a sudden, the numbers where this thing needs to be, man. Like, it has to be at this number or it has to sell down. But for the first time ever, it's crossed this 28,000 mark, which adds up to your 1 right here. So we are primed. Like, that's just another possible but coincidence. We'll see. Because it doesn't, so don't even... This market won't go above 29,000. If it does, it will kiss it for a little bit and it'll come right back down, at least for another month. How about that for just a fun prediction using this shit? So yeah, and then remember the Friday before, this is just too funny. And so the Friday before is the lunar eclipse, if I'm not mistaken. It's like the 10th or the 11th. So we have a lunar eclipse. Well, we have the solstice on the 21st here in a few days. And then just a few days after that, we have that another huge solar eclipse. And then a couple weeks later is the lunar eclipse in January, like the 10th or 11th. And then we have the Saturn and Pluto conjunction, which is the 11th and 12th. I guess they perfect on the 12th, but they actually conjunct on the 11th, or however the shit it is. Whatever. Big deals. And this number is right where it needs to be. But we don't need to look at it until the Friday. It doesn't matter. So that Friday leading up to the conjunction and all that is where we need to see the numbers. So what happens between now and then is not important. What it closes at that Friday is what is important, and it needs to be at this 28,000 number. Okay, we'll see. It's going to be a lot of fun next year. It certainly is. Yep. Yeah, we're just going to stop there.